Get back into it, and the Judd or not, Judd Trump is a-rolling in this semi-final. Dennis and John, he's 3-1 up.
Oh, I'll get you a job at a tabloid newspaper, Hazel. The Juddernaut. Good line. And he comes to the table. And 딩전휘vs트럼프 will be disappointed that he's left him a chance of a pot, and he's not found a cue ball that's tight against the baulk cushion. So you wouldn't better be against the young man knocking this one in. Well, there's a surprise.
Yes, he never even got it in the jaws, which is unusual after what we've witnessed in the first 4 frames of this semi-final.
Well, we have a pulse question for you. Who will win the World Championship? Vote on bbc.co.uk/snooker and click on pulse. Ding, Trump, Higgins or Williams?
Looking forward to hearing the result of that pulse question.
Yes, well, even when we saw the betting before this match started, it was very close. 15-8 favourite John Higgins. 7-2 outsider Judd Trump. I think that might have just changed slightly.
But once again, Ding with his safety, not reaching the cushion. And we have said previously, against a potter like Judd, you've got to get the length with the safety shot. He's looking to see if the black would go, which means he'd have to leave the white somewhere near the line. Well, that is very tight, so we had change of plan from a positional point of view. Got into it too well there. Played with topspin. It doesn't matter whether he's playing with screw back, topspin. The power is just there in abundance. Very delicately played. They are tricky little shots just to roll to the green. We've seen so many players hit those too hard on these superfine cloths. Just going to nestle on the one that's near the cushion. You would think that would be his escape. It looks pretty straightforward as long as he gets dead weight on it. Just dead weight and shouldn't leave anything. Is that hard enough? He's a long way short. In fact, he's so short he's left the reds for the middle. Now, why would you finish too short? Much better to hit it too hard. He's been rather fortunate. He's just held his hand up there to apologise. Could quite easily have left the red. The yellow snookered Ding, and the blue is snookering Ding for a possible pot into the right corner. So a little bit of good fortune there. Oh, this is a tough one. The white's in the pocket, is it? Yeah. And the red in the bulk area next to the brown leaves a good chance, but he's a bit unlucky there, Ding, not to have been left a chance after Judd missed the pot in the middle. Well, we've got the pulse result in. It'll be very interesting to see who will win the World Championship this year. Oh, look at that. It's close. 33% for Judd Trump. 34% for Mike Williams, just out in front. 6% for Ding.
One.
They're obviously not voting in China, John.
Well, they probably just saw the first 4 frames. I'm sure our people who do the stats and everything else, if it was, as our viewers suggest, a Williams-Trump final, that would be the first world final with 2 left-handers in it?
4.
I think it would. Maybe in any tournament.
Yeah, 2 world champions. Mark Williams, a left-hander, and Neil Robertson, who lost to this young man in the opening day here at the Crucible.
Just misjudged the cannon, but is this red closest to the cue ball?
9.
Still on. Just about goes. But the pink tied up. Just looking at the potting angle, he may be able to release the pink, but you'd be more guaranteed position if you played for the blue. He has one to the right middle. That's the choice, but not the perfect potting angle, it doesn't appear. Couldn't get the right side of the blue.
Nice, pretty straight on this red, and oh, there's only half a pocket there, so he's coming round to have another look to see if he could pot the black. That's what he's looking at there, and it's very tight. Maybe if you were just dropping it in, but you'd need to be right in behind it. It's a funny angle, this. He may have to play this with quite a bit of screw. Let's have a look. Can he force an angle? Yeah, he has, with a little bit of side, but it's going too close to the blue. That's end of break. Seem to have a little trace aside on that.
Trump, 60.
He's left Ding in a Chinese snooker. That's what we call it when you leave the ball this side rather than behind the colour.
Yes, I mean, he's got to come down the right-hand side of the table. Cushion first and just nestle on to this red that's just near the right corner pocket. Played it well and hasn't left anything. It's only a containing safety. A chance for Judd Trump to get the cue ball back to the balk end.
Just while this little tactical battle's going on, I'd like to wish my daughter Denise a happy birthday. She was 40 yesterday, JV, and she's only been to the Crucible once when she was 14 in 1985, the only time she's ever been to the Crucible.
Yeah, that was a good year. You've got a 40-year-old daughter. You don't look that old, Dennis.
Got a 4-year-old as well, 4-year-old daughter as well, JV.
Well, he's caught it thin, but he's caught it too thin, and the cue ball is coming in out of balk. Now, does the blue cover the red to the right corner? I don't think it does.
It's amazing, he seems to have just gone off the boil, so before the mid-session interval he never looked like missing a pot. And okay, it's not an easy one by any means, but we're so used to seeing him knocking, well, all sorts of pots in.
I suppose 딩전휘vs트럼프 will be a little bit relieved, because prior to the mid-session interval he couldn't have left him anything. Can he pot this? Well, he could. He knew he was going to run into the second red. And maybe could have done with playing it a little bit more pace. But maybe he was just bending it round slightly with a touch aside. No easy colour to go at. Just walk into the balk end. He knows that if he plays safe in the balk end, he's got to block the path to this red on the right hand side of the table.
딩전휘vs트럼프 1.
Well, he's not blocked the path to it, but he's got a good cue ball. So this would be even for Judd, a risky red to take on.
Looks like he's aiming to have a go at this. I'll tell you what, you need some confidence to take that shot on, because he was going straight into the reds. I mean, that shows you the confidence that this young man has. Missed a few pots early on, but he pulled the beauty out there, didn't he? Just underhit that slightly.
6.
Got to be a bit careful here if he cannons the pink. Needs to push it on.
7.
It's okay. He's got the perfect angle on the blue, so he judged that cannon well.
Well, I'm not quite certain what he played for there. If he played for the red in the middle of the table, he's overdone it.
$13.
But was able to play the pot and control the cue ball nicely.
$18.
42-point lead. So he's looking for 3, possibly 4 of these remaining reds. The reason I say 4, because at the moment the pink and black are out of commission. be happy with the cue ball.